Yes, welcome to another episode of Keeping It 100 No Holds Barred Conversations. I am your one and only host. They call me Simon Say, and of course my co-host,
Miss Vicky.
And today's guest is none other than Hayley Norton AKA Storm AKA Storm FX.
Whee!
Welcome Hayley, welcome Hayley. Where do we start?
Oh my god,
Where do we start?
I'm actually super excited for this one because you come with a lot.
I know, I have so much baggage.
I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Well, actually I do. Let's start where we sort of first heard of you, which was back in 2017 on the XFactor with your mum.
See?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was the duo called?
Descendants.
Descendants. And you actually made it through boot camp together.
I know.
And then, unfortunately, the judges said, you got a split.
I know. Oh my god. Nightmare. Like, actual nightmare.
How did that feel?
Oh my God,
it was so frustrating because, like, one side of me was like, this is my only chance. And, like,
yeah.
that was, like, the scared part of me because it was so, like, in the moment and it was really, really daunting.
Yeah.
But, and then the other part of me was like, oh my God, why are they trying to do this to us? Like, what's going on? Like, this is my mom. Like, don't do this to my wee mummy.
Especially when they're trying to break up, like,
yeah.
I know, but considering that
thing.
they let you through together and then
I know.
trying to break you up, I'm sure you probably didn't expect it.
Their acts now, I think people have come to the conclusion that it's a bit of a messy show.
Yeah. I've
sure.
heard. Yeah.
The way they treat people, and the way that they went around doing things was messed up.
Yeah.
Like, messed up. I was talking to my partner about this the other day, and it was like, you know, the first day of boot camp, our flight was at 5 o'clock in the morning to London, and then we had to get a train to be there for like 8 or 9 in the morning outside Wembley, and you know, we're standing out there with all our bags and all the contestants are there, and we have to go in and out with our suitcases so they can get all these different shots of all the contestants walking in.
Goodness.
Oh my God.
So yeah, like that whole day.
You would nearly think that they were paying you.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know.
Like, I would.
And not a single reimbursement. Yeah. So funny. And then so they had us doing that all day, and then they have you like on stage, like filming, and then you're sitting around waiting, and then you're like, what's going on? And then you're brought into a room, and next thing you know, right, you have to run to that wall and pick a song and get into a group.
So you can't have songs ready. You have to pick one of their songs.
You can have songs prepared if you get to a certain stage, but that's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, well, let's get these songs together and just hope that we get there so we can do these. And it was just a whole whirlwind. So then we get these songs and we're trying to get used to our group. And
Oh my God.
and then, you know, they had us in the bar that night filming. I don't even think we got back to our hotel room until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
From being
Out.
up from 5.
that
Yeah,
morning.
and like it was
Oh my God.
flat out all day.
You'd think the alcohol would actually sort of bring that and say, that's not too bad. But
But wow, see, once you're knackered. like
Yeah,
that,
once you're
that's it.
tired. Like,
yeah.
I think I maybe had one drink at that bar that night, 1 or 2 drinks, and one was like a little Jameson whiskey, so it's not even that much.
yeah.
And like, I could feel it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I need to go to bed. I'm gonna ruin everything if I have
suppose-
another
I suppose
sip.
you hadn't had much time to eat.
Yeah, you don't. You
Yeah.
really don't. And like the food that they served for everyone's lunch was awful. It was
Oh
stinking.
my God.
It's like,
Old
I could
style
not-
railway sandwiches.
think,
like,
like-
truck food served in the back of a stadium. Oh my
Oh my
God,
God.
it's brutal.
But then you think of like the X Factor and everyone wants to go on there because they're like, oh, you know, it's the dream.
They see the
It's
glamour
really
of
not.
it. Yeah, it's not the dream.
Wow.
It's so glamorized, and I think once you get to maybe like 2014, you start seeing it,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, there's the joke acts, there's the good
Yes.
ones. Oh, they're gonna be a
Because
surprise.
I've heard
yeah,
firsthand myself of an artist who actually went on and couldn't continue on, and they told him a couple of weeks prior that he was getting voted off that show.
yeah.
So,
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. So
Are we gonna like?
no, we're not going to elaborate
Okay.
because
Okay.
don't want to.
Yeah,
sound
no,
anything.
I hear
there's
that.
certain names that-
We don't want to make
Yeah.
any bad vibes on
Exactly.
that experience because I know it's not hard for me to hear or talk about, but it's a bit more personally like a vulnerable subject because
Yeah.
of the impact that it's had
But
on
you
my
experienced
personal
it
life after.
firsthand.
Yeah,
too, do you
yeah.
know what I mean?
And then for everyone, like, it's my mum. That's
Exactly.
the real thing.
And did you have to
People-
make that decision on the spot?
We went off stage and like we were upset. We tried to leave the room and I followed my mum out the nearest door that she went out because she needed a second.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's got ADD. Like when things happen and she wasn't
Yeah.
medicated
Yeah.
at the time and it's a
A
lot.
long day
sure.
too.
So I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God, no thank you. So, you know, we ran out and I could just hear the producers and all the cameras following us going, Debbie's storming off. And I'm like, she's not storming off. She needs a second. And we're like going out
Oh my God.
and I'm trying to get her and be like, Mom, come on. Like, we got to go back out there.
Yeah.
Like, we need
Yeah.
to do something. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to do this, but I don't know what to do about you. And she's like,
Exactly.
no. Like, it's fine. Just give me a second. Like, let me say what I'm
Yeah.
going to say. I know what I'm going to do. Like, don't worry. Like,
Aye, so she's preparing herself
Yeah.
for the way she's going to go out.
and how she's gonna compose herself and be
Yeah.
able to present herself and speak. And honestly, she spoke so well for how emotional she was. Genuinely, like,
Oh.
and I owe her big time for more than just that.
Yeah.
And I always will. So that show has like hindered our personal life and our relationship over
Really?
the last couple of years. Yeah. It's so annoying. But like she's everything to me. She's
Yeah.
my mum. You know, it's like
So
when you
all-
love your
No,
No
I
mum.
know
wonder
you're
you've got
very
such-
close to your mum.
Yeah, and I would
such a bad attachment now to that show that it's
Uh-huh.
just like, no.
Yeah,
yous
and
are just-
she's still trying to recover from that mentally. Like
Oh,
it
wow.
really, really affects her. So and people don't know this. People
Yeah.
don't know this. People are still seeing the videos pop up online and they're going,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's a selfish mother. Oh, she's jealous of her daughter. Oh, she should have let her
Yeah,
go
because
forward
that's
from
the
the
way,
start."
you know, any of the
And that's the way
clips
it
I'd
looked.
seen, it's the way it came across. But obviously,
Yeah.
there was those ones where when you read between the lines, you could see,
Yeah.
you know, genuine.
There were,
You know, she was
yeah,
genuine.
it was very, very laid out for them. Like it's almost like we
It's
were
what-
ready for them to
yeah.
do anything with us,
Yeah.
but
Exactly,
we weren't
they
ready
have
for them to
say,
do that.
You know, the way they look at it is, you're just collateral damage.
We're good
They
TV.
want, exactly,
Yeah,
they're
it's a
good
bit of drama,
TV.
like, isn't
They'll
it?
edit it how they see
Yeah.
fit.
And I remember watching that and going, "Oh my God, I'm a cliffhanger," because it held to that moment
Yeah.
and then it cut to a
Oh,
break and
shit.
I went, "Oh my goodness,
I'm part
like
of
an
entertainment
EastEnders
right now.
moment."
Yes. Oh my God. So
That
then did
was
you go on
crazy.
to Ireland's Got Talent after that?
Yeah.
So how was that experience compared to obviously the
Eh,
X Factor then?
And there's actually
Genuinely,
something I wanted to ask about that.
yeah.
Because you actually went on the X Factor as Hayley Norton.
Yeah.
Now, seeing you on Ireland's Got Talent, you're now Storm.
Yeah.
So, how did you come by the name Storm, or what made you come up with the name Storm, and why did you feel that you now had to go on the next talent show as a different persona?
Well, I wasn't really like looking for any shows to do. I was like, "No, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done."
Mhm.
And my mum was like, after seeing Paul Ryder on Ireland's Got Talent, my mum was like, "I think this will be really good for you. It'll be really fun." And like around that time, maybe a bit before, I was really close with someone and like we were together. Like my ex-girlfriend, she had gave me the name Storm because she said like, I walk into a room and you can feel like the aura, like that kind of thing.
Storm.
Like it literally
Okay,
is-
there's a wild card in the room.
Storm rolls in and it's
We
like,
don't know what she's gonna say.
I know.
Just pre-warning you, folks. Pre-warning you. This could
No.
go either way.
I know. I have a terrible mouth sometimes whenever I'm let free. Like I'm like, woo.
Listen, it's you.
Yeah,
I know.
We're
Never
keeping it
apologise.
100
Like,
today,
That's
so
it. And I think I spent so long being like, oh, I need to be good. I need to be this.
Yeah.
I need to
No,
be that.
be you.
And now I'm like, no. So I got that Storm persona and I just took that in and I was like, I feel like that's the only thing that resonates with me because I spent most of my life from I was about 11 going, oh, what's my stage name going to be?
Yeah.
Yes.
What am I going to call myself? And I was like, Hayley, just, it's just, I mean, there's already a Hayley Williams out there and she's rocking it and I love her and I look
Yeah.
up to her. So she can have Hayley.
Mm.
I'm going to have Storm. I know there's other Storms out there, but I'm my Storm.
Yeah.
So I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna channel my rock and roll vibes. My mom was like, go for the show. I went for the show thinking nothing of it. I actually let her fill out my application form. I was like, right, well, do you know what? If you want me to do it, fill out my forms and then we'll see what happens. And then like a couple of weeks later, they call me and they're like, hey, we'd really, really love to like, you know, see some stuff from you. And I'm like, okay. So then that was it. It just went and went and went. And the first audition, I wasn't even ready for me. Because I
Is
think
this the one where you perform Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love?
Yes.
Because that audition nailed it for me. I don't know if you've seen it.
The one where you're in like the silvery like, top.
Oh my goodness. The notes you held.
Yeah.
The notes
I didn't
you
expect
reached.
it because see, whenever Jay had said you need to get this girl on, and I was like, right. I just expected you to be into like hip hop or like R&B, and then whenever you came on, I was like, whoa, that is actually so good because the voice is like,
my aspect.
you.
I was a rock head before I was a hip hop head.
Yeah.
So like I was in around like the Anthraxes, the Iron Maidens, Guns N'
Proper
Roses.
good
I was into that.
Yeah.
So when I saw it took me back a bit, and I was like, wow, that was just
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin or like legends.
Led Zeppelin are
and I loved
iconic.
the energy. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, look at the way she performs. She's
Yeah.
so confident. She's so like, like the
I
stage
know.
presence and everything. I
And,
could never.
like,
I could never.
The amount of times I practiced that audition in my bedroom with my headphones on, and like I was sweating because I was trying to build up my stamina and like be able to go through the whole song and really kill it and get my vocal just right, and it was so good. And then like come that day of the audition, I woke up and I was like, right, gotta do my vocal warm-ups. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Had to get the bus down to Dublin. And I was like, I have no voice. I was like trying to sing and I was like, and I was like,
no,
my friends were
way.
looking at me that were coming with me and they were like,
oh shit, what do we do?
So hold on. You went from having no voice to actually
having all of that voice.
actually having that amount of voice.
I don't know. Like
to hitting those notes and holding those notes.
yeah, and like Led Zeppelin's not easy to
No,
sing.
they're not.
Robert Plant has a whole other thing going on there,
Yeah.
100%. And I based my version of that of that song, I based that off of Adam Lambert.
Okay.
Because Adam
yeah.
Lambert had performed that in American Idol, like when I was a kid, and I remember watching him going, oh, I want to do that. Like, I love him, and like I've met him since that, and he's just so great. And I'm going to see him with Queen next year. I'm like, it's like all these little things. Yeah, so it's just phenomenal that people really, really appreciate that performance because it was a big deal that I couldn't even speak. And then I was in front of like Michelle Visage, and I love her. Yeah, I love her.
She's just
Denise Fan out and Louis Walsh again. What was that reaction like? Because did he recognize you off the bat?
No, he actually didn't. And the thing was, I was at the end of, I think it was at the end. I think it was the last one on, and
you were the last one on.
I think so. I was either the last one of the day or the last one
the whole day just
of that.
To go out and get your...
Oh, I was there from the first thing in the morning, and like I had to do all those master interviews, and I was like,
God.
I can't speak. Stop making me talk so much. And I was like, I'm just gonna have to do it. I was like, this is just how it is. So I did it, and yeah, it was crazy. So he didn't recognize me. And then because I had like my mom and a couple of my friends in the audience, oh my goodness, that Storm just came in. I felt that.
I looked up there and you were like, that's Storm. Like,
so
oh wow, you took me there.
What was Louis' reaction when...
Well, he loved me, and then my mum and stuff went down to the judges after and went to Louis, and he recognized my mum straight away, and he was like, oh my God, you're the mum. And then he kind of put 2 and 2 together and was like, that's the daughter. And my mum was like, yeah. And all my friends were like, oh my God. And he was like, oh my God, like she's so different. She sounds so amazing. Like it's like a totally different person.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was really, really glad to hear that from them, that he said that about me. Yeah. It was like, yes, okay, I've redeemed myself now, and I'm doing something that's much more up my street. Yeah. And something that I feel comfortable and confident in.
You found your niche.
Yes, I found my wee knack now, and I'm just delighted.
Then you went with the name Storm. That was already your set.
And
that
I was
your
like,
go. You were like,
it
you were
fits in perfectly with that.
Yeah.
It fits in perfectly with that rock sort of genre
like,
as well.
Yeah.
But what I want to know, is there's an accent in there. I know where it's from. I don't know if the listeners and the viewers can hear it in there. So
Is it out?
it's there. So
What?
Miss Vicky, do you want to... Oh, have you got... No, sorry.
I think I also have like an automatic interview voice.
Like your telephone voice, like,
Do you know what?
Because
Yeah.
of being on TV, I'm like, I have to speak so that people can understand me. Because I can just about understand myself sometimes.
The cocktails are kicking in.
It is.
Shout
Oh
out
my
to
God.
Love and Death Cocktails.
Yes.
Belfast on Instagram and Facebook, and you can grab them on www.loveanddeathcocktails.co.uk. That's right, I got it right for a change today in one
did you
take.
actually know?
Yes.
Did you say death?
No, I said Love and Death.
I think you got it.
I hope you
did.
did.
I
I was just
smashed it this week.
Got
waiting
it.
to just go round of
Smashed it
applause.
this week. So yes, you're initially from Canada.
I am.
Canadian.
At what age did you
Eh?
move to the north of Ireland?
When I was 8. It was
So
not.
you were there for a good time.
Yeah. Like I remember like most of my time there growing
Yeah.
up, and then like I remember knowing that we were coming here. I knew why. Like I was aware.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And then I came over here and I was like, this is different. This is
Culture
different.
shock.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
shit.
Like literally it felt like I jumped from 1999 to 2010, even though it was only 2004. It felt like I don't know, like time just fast forwarded in a sense, because maths, even like things like maths, was a tiny bit more difficult for
Yeah.
me when I came here. I don't know why. Maybe it was just me.
I know
But they actually do
they'd
say about
that
the
we have the
curriculum.
best education
Yeah.
system here.
And I struggled a bit whenever I was like changing over academically
Yeah.
and then trying to like mix in with all the kids, and I sound different and they're kind of making fun of me, and I kind of have friends as well, so it was like really, really weird.
Because you've still got that twang. There's still that twang
Yeah,
there.
and then whenever I drink, sometimes like it comes out and I'm like,
If you speak to like another Canadian, does it come out?
I think so, because I need them to understand me.
Yeah.
So, and the worst, I'm so bad at accents. Like I cannot put on an accent. I can't even pretend to do a Canadian accent.
Aw.
If I tried,
I was
like,
gonna say go try.
like
You
this.
see, I'd come up with an American accent
And I-
anyway. Like,
I know which one you would come off with too.
I'll start-
I'm not coming off of that one.
I'll start Canadian and then I'll go to like American, and then next thing you know, I'm like cross
Australian.
between a Russian and Indian accent.
Now I need an accent.
Like-
now I need an accent.
Well, I do. I no.
Do you know what?
no.
I reckon that would kill it, because
Go.
we have this thing where we
Broken.
joke all the time on the phone, and I would put accents on, and her and a friend of ours who were always on the phone together, them
I
doing
swear.
stitches, them doing her stitches, and then I'm starting to laugh in that accent because them
Okay,
are-
but like you have to give her an example now.
Oh my God! Like I would
Oh.
laugh in French and go.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
doing any of my accents on live. I just thought about that. And go, no, because just in case anybody gets offended.
Don't kill the vibes.
Right, Hayley's gonna do one.
Right,
I didn't know what to do
I'll
one.
follow through with one.
Well, I used to work in a pizza kitchen, so like I used to really shout at people, and whenever I was really annoyed at them, I would use my Russian accent and go, "Do what I tell you in my goddamn kitchen, or I smack you in the face and kick you out the door." That's not good
That's
at all.
like no, that actually really was, but it was like a Italian Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded
But I
like
like
Russian
it.
mafia.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
that Lady Gaga doing that Gucci trailer?
Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. But like I like that. Like
Yeah.
that was pretty sexy.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I can.
I
do
like
it
that.
better.
Do you speak to your partner like that?
Sometimes.
Do what I want in the bed.
No, not in
Oh, Vicky's
bed.
taking it there already. Vicky's taking it there.
Right, go. You have to do one. What's
Right,
your
I'm trying
go-to?
to-
Oh my god, his is an Irish accent, which starts him off.
No, I'm not going. I don't know.
You have to now.
I was catching number 33 bus, and then I was on the number 33 bus, and then I went down the road there, and I fell into a John Deere tractor, and then I fell into the hay. For freak's sake, man, I fell into the hay, and I was walking about with a piece of hay hanging out the side of my mouth now. And that's as far as I'm going.
And you have to end it with situation.
Oh my god.
A situation's a situation, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
That was more like a ballerina, hey.
Ballerina, hey.
Oh my god.
There's a situation in Ballymena. Hey.
That's a wee bit Canadian too.
I
Hey.
say, hey. Hey.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, okay, Vicky, you have to come up with one.
Oh Jesus, no.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, come on.
You could like keep it simple and do like a British accent.
Yeah.
No,
come on.
because I would just go like ends. I would just go into the ends. I would just go like.
Well, that's alright, go on the ends.
No, I possibly can't.
She had a very posh bit there when you went, possibly can't. We'll let you off for that one. You
Yeah.
had your posh.
That I feel
possibly
like that
can't.
was like the Crown inspired.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Victoria, so I suppose there has to be a
That's very
queen in
good
there
point.
somewhere.
Very good point.
Hey.
Victoria.
So, yes, you moved from Canada.
Yeah.
Canada. When you were 8 and you moved to Belfast.
Yeah. I've
What
been
part of
here
Belfast?
since.
Where did you keep it down?
We moved to Andytown. Get out
Keeping it down
Andytown.
for Andy time.
In
Keeping
between.
it down for Auntie Time. Oh my god.
Always down for Andytown. No, we were in between like the Shaws Road and the Glen Road, so it was just like in a wee cul-de-sac. It was really cute and
Aw.
like classic West Belfast kind of a suburb. Or
Was it
whatever.
not like a real shock though?
Yeah. Oh, it was
Like
so weird.
even just the way.
Cars on the other side of the road.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, that's one.
That's like massive. And then trying to learn how to understand everyone.
Yeah.
Number
and then
2.
money change.
Number 3.
Because-
No, we're on 4 now.
And then living with a stepdad's father in like this little house in the cul-de-sac and like just try like
2
you
up,
know,
or
a whole-
3 up, 2 down type thing.
like literally like just a wee there it is.
yeah,
there it is.
typical
That's it.
Belfast
Just your
house.
typical
Yeah.
wee family house in a cul-de-sac in West Belfast. Jesus on the wall.
But you know
just
what?
wee,
I bet
like, red
it was some of the
clock
best
crossing on.
times.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, see, growing up here, I was really, really aware as a kid anyway before I came here. But whenever I came here, it woke me up. Like, it really woke me up. And I experienced so many things that woke me up even more than that every time. And it was like, oh, right, so this is the way it is here then. And this is the way I need to get on if I need to
Yeah.
be cool with people. And banter is a thing.
Yeah.
It took me a really long
I
time.
catching the slang.
Trying to figure out the banter and not taking things thick.
Because it's always really sarcastic,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
and then
the cracks
people don't
90,
get it.
you know what I mean?
I,
Why do they say that? Why is it not the cracks 100?
I know.
Like, where's that other 10?
I know.
Why is it only 90?
I
think-
Someone
know.
having a shit time in the corner. or
left
what?
of the
I don't
taxi
know.
or
They
something.
They left it somewhere.
They spilt their drink or they dropped
Someone's
the
been
fag.
sick in the corner, so
the
for
sea
God's
washed
sake, yeah.
it away.
someone threw it.
You know what I mean? Remember, we're only a wee speckle in the ocean, so
Who needs the 10 when you've got the other 90?
exactly.
Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean? We're good.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the Ireland's Got Talent, you actually became semi-finalist.
I did.
Yes.
I swear to God. I was literally like, because my partner's away, I'm talking about like all my experiences again and like
Yeah.
telling her that like
Yeah.
everything's going to be great and she's going to have a really fun time because my researcher from Ireland's Got Talent is her researcher.
Oh,
now.
wow.
So like I think that's really, really cool. Like
That is, like,
It's-
that
let's
is
go.
such a nice little,
It's-
like, bond that you
it's-
can both
it's-
have.
yeah, so like
and not only that,
she's
it's
down
keeping your
there.
circle small as well, which
Yeah.
is very important in
Yeah.
this business.
Yeah, absolutely. So like that was just amazing getting to the semifinals. Like just that whole day of waiting around and waiting to be brought down in front of them for them to say, okay, yeah, you got it, or like, no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was like, I could so see myself in the semifinal. Like I could see myself killing it. But the group I was brought in with, I was unsure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about like how their performances had
Yeah.
went
Is
down
that why you went with the song choice that you did?
for the semifinals.
Semi-final.
Well, originally my song was going to be Living on a Prayer. by Bon Jovi.
Yes,
And
I love that song.
And I wanted to do that song, but it's a hard song.
Yeah.
It's a hard song.
And you know what?
And there's
It
a key
seems
change.
like everybody thinks they can sing that because that's just a karaoke
Yeah,
favorite. Like,
exactly.
I mean, everybody thinks they can sing that.
And then it gets down to the nitty gritty of being a singer. And
Yeah.
like, I was a smoker at the time. So whenever I got through to the semifinals, like, I quit smoking.
Yeah.
I quit
Right.
smoking months before that actually happened.
That's actually when you're weaning yourself off at that point.
Yeah,
your
I mean,
vocal
like, I
cords-
smoke cigarettes like
Yeah.
every single day. I was
So your
flat
vocal
out.
cords
Yeah.
are at their most vulnerable at that point. They
Yeah.
haven't healed fully
Yeah,
into the next
because
stage.
you go into that like smoker's cough thing and
Yeah.
like your post-smoker like illness in a sense of your lungs detoxing all the toxins that
Yeah.
you've had in your body, being like, oh right, so we're not having that anymore. Okay, I'm gonna
my
lash out at you. It's a nightmare, but I think I held up really well because I was able to go down to Dublin every week for rehearsals for
Yeah.
the live shows. And I remember us practicing and they were like, okay, so we're going to have these big gates and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, thinking nothing of it. And they were like, okay, you've got the dancers. Okay, so you have to go for costume fitting now. And I was like, this is so weird. Like, I feel special.
Oh my God. Totally
So they're
different than
sort
your
of
other
saying to you-
experience.
Like, do you know what I mean? I felt so like I felt like they
completely
cared.
different.
Yeah,
Completely
like,
different
complete
experience
polar
from
opposites.
before.
Yeah. Honestly, like they make you feel like a person.
Yeah.
And we got free pizza on the day of the semifinals. Like it was
happy
so
days.
cool because it was
Sick.
what do you call
I could
it?
buy that
Sponsored by
myself.
Domino's. It was like
What would you get in the semi-final for?
Just being there. It's just for the free pizza.
rolling up.
That's it.
Just
Rolling
rolling
up.
up. Be like,
Just rolling.
feed
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Listen, Snoop's roller gets like 150,000 a year plus extras. Do you know what I mean? So
I'd
I'll
love
happily
to
do
do
it.
that.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
so fun.
Do you know what I mean? Gets
I
the
do. I
sure
think
as
about
we-
that. I see people of videos of people and they're rolling like these dinosaurs. I'm like, dude,
I know.
what?
Have
What?
you seen the one? Have you seen the dude that rolls and he's got no hands?
Yes, Nubs.
What? No.
His
I haven't seen
nickname's
this.
Nubs. He has a podcast with two other guys, and the three of them are smokers. And his
see this.
nickname
Is
on it
Nubs?
is Nubs. That's what people.
That's
He's a
awesome.
rapper as well.
I need to see this.
Yeah, he's
But
a
like,
rapper as
you
well.
should see him like rolling a joint.
Like, it's crazy. Like I think he
That's
has wee-
insane. I need to see that. I'm gonna have to watch
And he's no
that later.
fingers, like, so he's just rolling it with.
No, I think he has wee tiny thumbs or something.
Magic.
But it's unreal.
Witchcraft.
See
like
what you know,
actual
really tiny
witchcraft.
thumbs. What the fuck was that?
It is what it is. No, but I respect him. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, you have
Look,
to.
Yes.
Oh, you could give me a few lessons. I can't roll for shit.
So one other thing we wanted to touch on was you're also a member of the group Paper Taggers.
Yeah.
This girl's
I'm telling you, there's so much here. I'm trying to squeeze it all in.
Yep.
So if it seems like I'm jumping around,
No, I know.
you
And then I'm
there's-
feeling weird because I'm like, oh my God, like every conversation is something that I've done. And I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
the
it's like,
whole point.
I want to talk about you. I want to hear about your stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
So
No, trust
Paper
me,
Taggers.
Simon would just go off on one.
Yeah,
don't-
I'd
we don't
go
need-
off
like,
on
you
one,
can
you
go and
just-
watch all the other podcasts.
Yeah.
Tonight is about you.
Exactly. Paper Taggers. How did that come about?
Oh, I love this. So basically, it's really hard to make a long story short for me because so many things happen.
Yeah, within the story.
But, you know, I was lying in my bedroom in that apartment where I practiced my audition for Harris
Oh
Got
my
Talent so many
God.
times. I was lying in bed and I woke up one morning and I got this message from Michael Smith. And he was like, this big, long-winded message being like, hey, my name's Michael. I'm in a band called Paper Tigers. Like, full on, like, giving me the rundown.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I saw your audition on Ireland's Got Talent.
Uh-huh.
And I just so happened to notice that you live in Belfast. And, you know, my singer's like kind of on the fence about staying in the band, humming
Yeah.
in hand and yada yada. And I was like, right. So he said, you know, let's meet up. We'll have a chat. Cool. So we did that. We met up and had a chat. We had a really, really, really good chat. Like we hit it off straight away.
That's always important.
Yeah.
Like
in that
I think
vibe.
he was driving, but like I think I got him a bit tipsy because I was like I was nervous. So
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah,
Voodoo
let's go to the
beforehand.
bar.
I did. I went to Voodoo before I even met him. I was like, I need a pound and a bit or something. I need to relax. I need to smoke. And then I had
Oh my
those, and then
God.
I walked to Lavery's and I met him there, and
Oh my God.
we chatted about the band and stuff, and it was just so easy breezy. So then I went away. He sent me a couple of songs. He went, learn these songs. These are two songs, or this song needs written. It
Okay.
has no, we need this changed. And I was like, oh, right, okay.
Okay.
So he's wanting you to write.
Yeah. So
Would this be Gucci Smiles?
no, Michael wrote Gucci Smiles.
Right.
He wrote Gucci Smiles and No Go Swalk, and those were the songs that I was given to learn
Uh-huh.
for our first rehearsal together.
Oh wow.
And like I just remember going and being so nervous and so excited. I spent so long. I wrote out the lyrics and I listened to the songs on repeat and tried my best to learn them. And I went and I learned them and I was so nervous. I couldn't even hear myself because you know what it's like playing with drums in a
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
room. You can't hear shit. And it was just like I felt it. I was shaking like a leaf, but I could feel it and I was like, this is good.
Just your adrenaline just going.
Yeah, and I just did it. And then after Michael talked to me and was like, okay, so see you next week. I was like, okay.
Okay.
He's like, I've got this other song, write it.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of songs they need written. I was
Mhm.
like, right, okay. So I took one of them home. I listened. Well, I had all of them, but one of them stood out to me straight away. I was like, I'm going to do this one. And that one is Flames.
Oh.
And I remember I was kind of like floating about on buses and stuff that day, and I was going to my mom's and I started writing it, standing at the bus stop, and like I think I got the verses done, and then I got to my mom's and I just finished it. And I think overall, like realistically, only took me 10-15 minutes to write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is gonna be a bop. So
Yeah.
I brought it to him next week and I sang it, and he was like, right, okay, I really love what you do with that. And like that's like my baby in a sense.
Yeah.
Like that's my first song I've
Yeah.
ever properly written and gotten straight out,
Yeah.
done and dusted, and I was so happy with myself. And it just went
Awesome.
from there, and we just
That's class.
progressed. And I wrote more songs, and like at one stage, like I think I wrote like 2 songs in a week, and I was really proud of myself.
Yeah.
It was like my first week of writing. I was like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
After wanting to for so long, like I remember being like 12 and being like, I want to write music. I know it's there. I can hear it and I can feel it. And I could never get it out. I was like, why? But
I totally get that.
Mhm.
I totally get that. It only
Yeah.
took me until June of this year. I am now going to be 33 next month, and that's the first time I've ever wrote anything. And I've
oh my
got
God.
5 tracks done from June.
It just
Until
shows
now.
once it comes
like-
out,
Yeah.
it's like the floodgates are open, and it just comes out. Like, you
Yeah.
ever see that video of Lady Gaga and she's like, word vomit, blah, 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 da, 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 da,
Yeah.
like,
and
another
it's,
show.
but that's
And
it.
that is literally what it is. Like, it's like mental brain word vomit, and it just comes out
My
of you.
problem
see the
is
way
I
that
won't
you
step
said-
into the studio.
But hold on, see the way
Mhm.
that you said about like you knew, like you were listening to the other songs, you could feel every word they were
Yeah.
saying. You were knowing that you were like, I could do this,
Yeah.
but you never actually done it because you didn't believe in yourself enough
Yeah.
until then you do your
And
first
then
one,
you
and
start-
it's like, boom, okay.
You start writing poetry instead.
Oh my god,
You write
see.
poetry instead because you can't hear anything. So
Yeah.
you're like, I'll make stuff kind of
Yeah.
work in stanzas and
and then you'll
choruses
take
in a
that
sense.
and put that into that.
Well, that's
yeah.
it. Like we recorded an EP, and one of those songs is actually something that I wrote. Maybe I was like 18 or 19,
Wow.
and it was just a poem. But
Yeah.
that song fit those words perfectly, and
Yeah.
the sound of the song fit the meaning
Yes.
of the words.
Yeah.
And I still like that is hands down personally one of my favorite songs that we've ever had so far. And you guys haven't even heard it yet.
Oh
You
my
aren't gonna hear
God.
it for a while.
I mean,
but it's
I've only
gonna be
found
beautiful.
3
Like it's so
of
good.
the paper taggers on iTunes and stuff. So there's only 3 that I've actually found.
Yeah.
So it is.
But then you're also part of the Lady Gaga
Yes.
tribute band,
Yes.
or you're the backup dancers, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am. Me
I
and my
love
partner, me and CJ are
Yeah.
backing dancers.
Because the scene that CJ had actually got up and done the part is
Yes, she did Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like,
Oh my
wow.
god. It was
Himself,
so
actually.
unexpected because somebody else that was a tribute act was supposed to come in and do Bradley Cooper.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You know, Trisha had the hat, she had everything ready
Yeah.
for somebody else to do it with her, and they were running late. You know,
Oh.
roads in England, it's crazy on
Yeah.
the weekends. It's nightmare. So anyway, CJ was like, I could do it for you earlier on in the day. Like, yeah, no worries. And then it comes to it and it's like, all right, so you're up, CJ. And
my
she just got
gosh.
up and she did it, and it was
It
beautiful.
was.
And
I was like,
sitting
oh, wow,
at the
you can
side,
sing too.
and I was just sitting at the side of the stage like, like
I know, I
that's-
was looking at you going, is she crying? Because you were just doing this a couple of times.
It was the sweat. It
I know, I
was
was
the sweat
like, is she
running
crying?
down.
Is she really
you
crying
see,
right
she's
now?
passing it off as a sweat.
I know.
Oh, I'm telling you, I am a sweaty bitty. I'm the sweatiest person in my gym. I'm sweatier than anybody else whenever I perform. Like, I turn my head performing and the sweat just
Oh my God.
off my hair.
That was
So
me
if
coming
you're
out of
getting in the
Sky.
front row,
Be
make sure
prepared.
you've got
Bring
a
a
towel with
poncho.
you.
Get one of those
Poncho,
little
yeah.
hats with the wee
We
umbrellas.
Or one of them festival hoodies.
That's what I
think
just
is-
said, the
poncho.
yeah, the poncho.
Yes.
But get your brand on it.
But like,
sell them
I'm
as
usually
merch.
covered in glitter, so like I'll be like sweating glitter onto you, so you
Yeah,
can go
so-
home, and that's like my autograph in a
You're like,
sense.
oh my God,
Yeah,
she's
that's
such a
actually- yeah.
unicorn.
And I remember
Storm
our
the unicorn.
first gig, and I swear McHugh's, the floor was covered in glitter. I
Oh my
went so,
God.
and every gig, I
McHugh's,
just
where's
put a
McHugh's?
bit more
Oh,
on
yeah.
every time. Every
Just
time.
for badness.
Oh, aye.
Oh,
And
But like-
but it looks great. It looks great, and I feel great. And because like I sweat so much, it's like I'm glittery. Is it sweat? Is it glitter? Who knows?
I'm just glistening.
I am
you're
glistening.
shining.
I-
But
like
the
a
thing is, right, so
shining
you're
storm.
also into makeup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your makeup is like so like I love it. It's like so expressive. It's like art.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like just sitting here and just doing like normal makeup. But I think it's so cool. Like that one that you done with like the eyes. Oh my
Oh
God.
yes,
Yeah, because you do special effects and stuff.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
Like film and TV
honestly,
stuff.
like I'll try or do anything.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way it is. Like
but you're
You always
qualified
have
in
to be
that.
doing something.
yes, I'm qualified in a couple of things all rolled into one.
Yeah.
So I've literally got like maybe like 6
That's
different
so good.
certificates, which
Yeah.
is so freaking cool. I really, really love having that under my belt now, because it
That's-
was all well
that's
and good
dope.
being self-taught, but I
Yeah,
learned
you
so
actually
many
have- yeah.
things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And now that I take those extra precautions now whenever I am putting makeup on other people, and I make sure that I'm using the right products and I'm
Yeah.
doing things the right way, and that works best for me and best for my clients, and also just making sure that I get better every time that I do
And do you want to
something.
plug your wee introductory offer? That's
Yes, my introductory offer. I'm like, hey, I've got this.
Here it comes.
My introductory offer is on my accounts, on my Storm FX on Facebook and Instagram. I've got a £15 offer going until the 30th of September. And then after that, it is full price for October and forward.
Yay.
Just thought I'd get that in for you. Though.
Yes, no, thank you for
D-Ray
reminding
sitting
me.
behind the camera going like, oh, she talking to me.
I'm looking at you, D-Ray. Those headphones. Damn, Ray. You should be called Damn Ray, not D-Ray.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
Damn D-Ray.
Oh my God.
I'm so here for this.
This is
I'm gonna
it.
do another
I
Google fit.
love
This is
this.
just
I
gonna-
want that as well, actually.
What? Oh yes.
That
Do you know
magic.
what? Yeah.
I want that magic.
I want.
Pass that over. Not up.
There you go. You can open that up.
Thank you so much.
I'll do as I'm told.
I think this is going to be one of those things where people are just about to find something out new about me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people that don't know me are about to learn something new. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Because she's the one I have to listen to.
Just hold it over.
Oopsie.
No, I mean just
Away.
the light.
Like, I have a pure force habit of like licking the bottom of it just to get that wee bit of skin off the bottom. I'm terrible.
No, here, listen. You do you. You do you.
Fight me.
Fight me.
I feel like it's that'll do. Right.
That'll
Resume.
We'll get it.
Yes.
And I've got my own little
Let's
ashtray.
just-
I'm a DIY queen
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. I'm very self-sufficient.
Oh, you have to be. You have to be.
Oh, you do.
While Simon's sitting over there with a wee plate.
I know.
Let's
Dinner
not
is
pause
served.
I swear.
I still haven't had my dinner yet.
Neither have I.
And you're making me stay hungry.
And then you're going to get the munchies. And
Oh,
like,
dear.
Oh, I did buy some earlier.
What's
My
your
mun-
favourite go-to
Have you got
munchie at the
munchies?
minute? though?
Honestly, people ask me this, and I'm like, my munchies are so weird. Like, I love
couldn't be
like
any
a
weirder than
bag
that.
of like mixed nuts and raisins.
Okay, that's
And
No,
not
I
weird.
would go with that.
Crackers and cheese.
I
Not
would go with
weird.
that too.
Those lentil chips.
Not
like
weird.
The hummus chips.
No,
like,
no,
oh my god,
no,
they're so
no,
good.
not doing that. Doritos and
No.
sour cream and
Oh,
chives. dip,
they're
all that.
vegan though, and they're so
Oh,
good.
are you vegan?
Well, no, not quite. I'm on the way.
There was
So
one.
you're still allowed Doritos and sour cream and chives dip?
No.
Yeah, I
At
do
this
love-
moment
I
in
do love a
time,
good
yeah.
sour
I've
cream
had
and
some
chive.
really weird like munchy
Now I'm
cravings.
hungry.
It'll either be like tomatoes with loads of salt,
Mm.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Or else the fucking stinking one.
No, what was the one we had that time?
No, hold on, the stinking one first. I'll let you get over that. You know the fizzy Haribos?
Yeah. The Tang Fast 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with spicy mayonnaise. I swear.
Oh, that's strange.
It is so strange.
Fascinating.
It is so strange. Like,
Did I try that one?
yeah, you were
Yeah.
like, no, Becky.
No,
I
that's
would-
right.
I would try
was
that.
I
I
tried
would
it,
try
but I was
that.
like, nah.
No.
I would try that.
Oh my
like-
god, I go through all these different phases. There was
Yeah.
one night in my house, me and him had
Sparrows.
sparrows, you know, salt and vinegar.
Oh,
But
yeah.
with
Amazing.
spicy mayonnaise.
They
Yeah.
are strong salt and vinegar.
Oh my god. But we were like putting the spicy mayonnaise, eating it, and we were sitting there going, here, are you even eating any of these? Because it don't seem to be going away.
It was not bad.
Would
was
you
that
like a
bad?
donation?
No, thank
Take
you.
it when you see
Right,
sure.
okay.
Oh,
I'll
Simon
just
wants a
send-
donation.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
no,
have...
Oh my
you
god.
far ahead. You far away. Yes.
Now he's thinking about spirals.
Cheers.
Spiraling away.
Yeah, we were like, they're
Spiraling
not
away.
disappearing. Why they're not disappearing? But I feel like I'm getting fuller and fuller and fuller.
No, I'll never judge anyone for what they eat.
It's
No
so
joke.
funny.
Like, I remember being a kid and like living in Canada with my mum. There was always that random snack, and it was one of the things my mum did, and I loved it as a kid. Celery, celery, like loaded with peanut butter,
I was just
Covered-
about to say,
covered with
no.
raisins, ants on
Oh,
a
I
log.
haven't done it with raisins now.
Oh no,
Mine's a
ants on a
celery.
log. Ants
Oh,
on a
my-
log.
ants on
That's
a
what it's
log.
called.
Ah.
Celery with dairy lee cheese in the middle and Frank's hot sauce.
Oh yeah, that sounds
No,
good.
you see, that sounds
Yes.
too dangerous for me.
And I
like.
actually had to. That was my craving. My
Yeah.
craving whenever I was pregnant with my daughter.
Right.
I was obsessed.
No, one of Tara Louise's was
every day.
quavers and cockles.
Ugh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross.
Cockles.
Gross.
Yeah, like nah, not my cup of tea.
Not a fan.
No.
Not a fan. I'm sorry about
But
that.
like they just.
It's alright if they're fresh cockles, but those ones in the jar, no.
I just think the texture and the look of them just no, just not.
My
for me.
partner likes Willix.
Yeah, same.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
it's-
I sat and like munched a shit ton of them with her. I didn't mind them at the time, so I can't say a lot.
Yeah.
was just
I
kinda
find there's a
weird though,
lot of
isn't it?
things you don't mind at the time.
I mean, I remember being a kid and I used to put like grasshoppers in my mouth and be like with my friends, like, who can hold it in the longest? And I
Oh my
always
gosh!
won.
No,
See, I'm
no,
really weird
no,
because
I'm not going down that line. That's
no,
definitely
I
not.
can't.
Just so you know, I'm a special
Special?
special breed.
So tell us what you've got
Tell
going
us
on.
what you've got
What
going
have you got going on at the moment?
Oh my god. At the minute, so I've got Storm FX is up and running. I'm really, really enjoying that.
And you do that from your house, like
Yeah,
a wee studio
yeah.
in your house.
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
so
I
Me and my
saw
cute.
that.
partner got like a grant from college, so we put all of our money into like getting that whole room done up.
Yeah.
We bought mirrors, we got people to go and put everything
Love
up
it.
for us. I
Good.
spent like £300 on makeup. I
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
crazy. I was like,
Were you not like, oh yeah, I love this? No, here, take my
I had
money.
so much anxiety because I'm like very low budget because I've not always had a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't like to spend money on
Yeah.
on myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, oh my god, but I might need that for something that I need. But then now I'm starting to like be like, no, just do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just do it. You'll be okay. Because I know I've always got something to fall back on. But yeah, so I've got Storm FX, and then I also have the band. We are going on tour in November over in England.
I know,
and
I
in
seen that and you're
Scotland.
like, yay.
I know, I can't believe that, and I can't wait for that. Like, that's gonna be a whole like game changer. There's only so much I can say about the
Yeah.
band
Yeah.
at the minute, but we've got a lot of really, really cool things
is
lined
so
up.
I
We
know
are
you've got
playing
a
a
gig.
climate crack.
I know you have a gig coming up in September here.
Yes. So we're playing. I just found this out like maybe a week or so ago. We're playing a climate crack at Stormont
Oh,
on the
lovely.
19th of September, I believe. And then we have a gig in Portrush, Party at the Port in the
Love it.
Atlantic.
Yes.
I can't remember the date for that. I think it's the 27th of September.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then
go.
we are in the Oh Yeah Centre on the 23rd of October, and that one's going to be a big deal because it's our first proper Belfast gig
Yeah.
since
Lockdown, really, and COVID
pretty
and
much.
stuff.
So I can't wait. It's going to be sweaty. It's going to be loud. I don't care if you can't dance. People are going to fucking dance. So there's
Exactly.
no
That's
way.
what it is.
Definitely
Bring
we'll
back
have to
the
get
dancing.
CJ
Yes.
back,
Oh,
even if you come
absolutely.
back
Yeah.
with her. And I also want to get Terry.
Yes.
You've done your hair.
Yes. Oh my God, Terry McGuire.
Yes,
the
I love her.
talent.
See her and her wife. Sorry,
Oh,
I love
Kat
them. I
and
just
Terry.
think they're the cutest.
I absolutely adore them.
I swear,
so much.
they are so freaking cute. Every
They're
time
so
I'm like,
cute.
I love you guys.
They're so supportive of each other. They're such a great couple. Like they really, I said this to CJ whenever we went and got our haircut and we spent time with them. Like, I was like, they really remind me of us.
Yeah.
We've got each other's backs. We're always like each other's hype man. Like there was one point we were in their barbers and me and Terry were sitting holding our phones, recording Kat and CJ dancing together, and we were both like cheering on our other half. It was just so cool. So it's nice to have another like gay couple like that.
It's like that.
And they're married too. So like again, that's something that I really, really look up to. And I'm like, I've never been married. CJ has. That's a story for when CJ's here though.
Yes, definitely.
And yeah, it's great. That's what I want for us.
Well,
you put in a good word for Terry.
Oh,
yes.
I'm trying to kick her ass.
I'll give her a wee message here.
Just a big thank you for coming on, Hayley, Storm.
Thank you, honestly, so much.
Just before we leave, want to give a big special shout out to our sponsors, Love and Death, for their cocktails. And that's Loveanddeath Belfast on Facebook and Instagram. And if you'd like to order some of the cocktails and get them delivered straight to your door, it's www.loveanddeathcocktails.co.uk. And they're smashed it again. Would like to say a massive thank you and cheers.
Yes,
cheers,
guys,
cheers.
thank you so
Hayley,
much for having me.
Storm.
Cheers. And as my trainer would call me, AKA Enigma.
There we go. We haven't even got started with Hayley, so we will be having a break again.
Oh my God, I hope
So,
so. I need to.
yes.
I love this so
There's
much, guys.
there's so much we haven't covered.
You're
Exactly.
great. I know.
It's just crazy.
And then whenever you've got your sidekick with you, your partner,
And I'm
your
gonna
everything.
get all of the info out of you
Oh, yeah.
guys.
I'm just gonna have to move over here and let you two just be together.
I'm gonna sit over there, and you
Okay.
guys are gonna sit here, and I am gonna have.
Oh, we're getting told
my
now
notebook.
what we
Oh,
have
you're
to
gonna
do.
have your notebook.
I'm gonna have my
Oh,
diary.
right, okay,
I'm gonna
they're bringing the
post-it
notebook.
notes.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm looking forward to
That's
that.
it.
That's okay.
I'll even have a game prepared.
But listen, thank you once
I know,
again.
thank you so much.
And
you.
everybody, it's been keeping it 100. No holds barred conversation. I've been your host, Simon Say, with my co-host.
Miss Vicky.
And of course, our lovely guest, Hayley Norton AKA Storm.
You.
Yes,
you so much,
you know where to find us.
Bye.
Yes, see ya.